What we're seeing today is part of the research we're doing with manatees, looking into a couple of important aspects for animals that have been in captive situations for a long period of time, but there is a desire to turn these guys loose. In this case, we've got animals that have been in captive situations for 35 years or so. As a result, just like us, they've become couch potatoes. They're overweight. Actually, they were severely obese. They are not fit. They probably would have difficulty adjusting to the wild environment again. When we look at an animal that's grossly obese, as an example, one animal was over 3,000 pounds. Realistically, that animal should be probably between 2,000 and 2,200 pounds. That's going to be a more fit weight. That doesn't mean that it's abnormal for them to gain weight, because like any other species, you have problems during certain times of the year, either from cold or from a lack of food, where you gain weight to make up for a possible loss of food coming in. That's normal. So all we're doing is reestablishing a normal weight loss relationship, which they'll go back out and potentially put some of it back on, which is fine as long as they're able to run that 100 miles versus just sitting here in one water area. So what we're trying to do with these individuals is really twofold. One is to get them to lose weight, one is to get them to be more active, and taking the two of those together will make them more physically fit and increase their chances of survival in the wild. Our challenges are, unfortunately, this hasn't been done a lot in manatees. So what we're looking at is doing a clinical research project that actually sees how much weight can we get them to lose in a safe manner without affecting their physiologic normal parameters. We don't want them to get to the point where they're dehydrated. We don't want to get them to the point where they're starving. We don't want them to get to the point where they're actually now so interested in eating something that they'll take in anything from the environment that they're not used to eating. What we've done is propose that we can get animals to safely lose weight that'll make them more fit in a way that will not harm them. To do that, we've got to be able to weigh them on a regular basis, take blood samples that show that we're not getting carried away with our approach, and then based on the weights we get today, we'll readjust their diet relationships into, okay, how much cabbage, how much lettuce, what's the total amount, and what are the ratios of those foods that we can keep them healthy and yet get them to go into a weight loss relationship. This research is actually a partnership between the U.S. Geological Service and the Park Service under the direction of Susan Lau, the Fish and Wildlife Service that's in charge of manatees, and then we have the University of Florida that supplies the veterinary help as well as having the capability of checking the blood for a lot of different parameters we'll be interested in.